I had met a previous patient that was in the program, and he had told me his story, and oddly, we had similar stories. And I had just he told me a story, and I'd seen his progress. It was just phenomenal to see. And at the time, I really had tried every avenue. I've done the circuit with all the doctors. I had been living the B version of my life, just kind of doctor to doctor to doctor, and was ready for just any new tactic. Yeah, so it was much welcomed, and I just heard one, and Mayo's like the best hospital ever, so why not go to the best doctors in the world if you can? So I tried the hardest I could to get in there soon as possible. I will say before the program, I don't want to use pain talk. I'll say my activity, I was very unreliable. I was incredibly unreliable. Yeah, my challenging days dictated my every moment. Um, and I was, there was no schedule. The schedule was whatever I felt that day. Um, Post the program, just in those 3 weeks, it was incredible. I was back on my feet walking around, something I hadn't been doing a lot. I was lifting again, something I hadn't done in like a year and a half. I was confident. I felt great. I had a schedule because of the program. It taught me how to keep a schedule. I was sleeping. It was emotional. It was emotional on the growth just in that time, and how Mayo taught me how to manage my symptoms. And that growth, I know it's different for everyone, but personally for me, it continued. And it's been 2 years since I've been on the program, and every year it's just been growth. It's it's crazy. I don't The things I'm able to do today, I thought I would never be able to do again. So yeah, sorry, it gets me emotional to think about. So I'm forever grateful for Mayo. I mean, saved my life. If you're going to the program and you're already living at home at the program, then you're establishing new habits while you're at home. So it's a little easier. But if you're traveling like I was in, then you're going back to the places where you've established all these pain behaviors and pain habits. So the hard part is realigning them into positive habits and positive behaviors. Um, Also, making sure that if you are surrounded by a family or a loved one, they're aware of the program so that they can support you in the right ways. So they're neutral, or they're not over coddling, or that way it's keeping in line with the same framework that you've established at the program. I think that's important. And then, if I think it's good to keep in touch with a classmate too. I found it very I kept in touch with the previous patient who had introduced me to the program, and so we were kind of like buddies, check in on each other. And I would check in on some of the other classmates. Don't have to do check in with everybody, but having one person at least to check in. And I did check in with the nurses at Mayo just to say hi, or um, I would also, which was really nice. I did check in with the physical therapist and asked what more I could do. Um, I thought the weightlifting program was so important, and it gave me confidence and strength again, to where I didn't want it to stagnate. So I asked, like, how can I slowly keep building upon these foundations we've set up? So that was great. So I think between keeping realigning your habits and keeping that same environment, positive environment going forward when you get home, continuing the weightlifting program, I think that's vital. Um, and not only just continuing, but finding ways to improve upon it. Because those I did talk to who did not continue, um, found themselves circling back. Or at least not circling back, but having a little harder time managing symptoms. So I think it's important to continue it, and eating healthy and all that stuff. I was lucky in that I was changing the course of my career at the same time. So I was able to start fresh, anew, with how to fit it in. I know that's not, I was very lucky and grateful I was able to do that. And but I know that's not always the case with everyone. Everyone has someone, you might already have a job. Um, so it's hard to fit in, but I think it was just committing to it. It's knowing like, hey, I need to take breaks on the hour. I need to, at the time I knew that. And I know I need to do my diaphragmatic breathing on the hour. I need to because that maintenance helped the day, just made everything. Um, I think it's important. So I think just making sure those times and like, setting up the morning for your checking in with yourself, your journaling, or if it's your meditation or whatever centers you, um, making time for that exercise, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's, one day's weightlifting, another day's cardio, because I know that's tough with work. Um, Making it happen. I think it just has to happen. So I think that's the treating it like church, treating it like ceremonious. It has to happen. I think the mindfulness is the hardest one to tackle. It's the one everyone, or at least I definitely struggle with too, is realizing, okay, like, oh, I'm anxious, or why am I anxious? I'm anxious because I'm probably feeling pain. It's like, oh, I am actually. Sometimes we're just on this um rat wheel to where we just don't realize like, oh, I'm already starting to spiral a little bit. So I think the mindfulness and just these maintenance techniques that the Mayo gives you for your routine just helps catch the spiral faster so you don't crash. So I just got better at recognizing, because of Mayo, oh, I'm pushing myself a little too hard. Or, oh, I'm checking, no, reading my body signals. So I think that's the biggest thing, and knowing how to counteract them as well. When I'm feeling a challenging morning, I know how to get past it. Before it would take up the whole day. Now, like, it would be a challenging day or days or week. Now it's just a challenging morning or a challenging hour or something, or a couple hours, it depends. Because I know I could now talk through it positively and say like, it'll pass, and deep breathing and taking a little extra breaks if I need to, but it doesn't derail my day. So I would say the mindfulness and just, it's hard to it sounds cliche, but everything. Just everything. Don't skip any of it. Don't have it. Do it all. And since, just through the moon. Just so happy. It really changed my life, and I feel grateful I was able to be in the program. I know that only so many people have been able to go in the program. It's not uh it's just such a opportunity, and wow, yeah, I'm I'm forever grateful that I was a part of it. So happy, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just I loved it. I suggested to everyone. I suggested it to everyone I knew that was feeling things, and so many people have chronic pain, like, and 1 in 5 in the world, and not everyone's diagnosed. So it's a hard road to go down, but if you commit to it, I swear, like I felt, I came out the other end stronger, happier, and just ready to tackle the world. My family, my friends were very supportive. My family did watch the Mayo videos, which helped, and my dad read the book. Um, so they were able to enact the lessons and kind of keep the same environment going forward. And my friends were just very supportive. And I think it was hard for them not to be supportive, everyone, just seeing me come back home and being just a totally different person. I mean, yeah, I went from uh, laying in bed all day to coming back, walking around and shooting finger guns and just being Mr. Positive. They're like, wow, who is this guy? And nobody, I was able to manage my symptoms, and though I could neutrally talk about when it was a challenging day or moments, um, I was there. I was present again, and I hadn't been present for a long time. So it was a night and day. Go all in. It's it's a wonderful program. You have the best pain psychologists in the country, the best doctors in the country, the best staff, the best therapists. Just everyone is just the best at what they do. And whether there's a red pill down the road that fixes what what I had or what you have, in the meantime, allow yourself the opportunity to live life. And I swear you will not regret it. It'll change your life, and it'll change your life.